thought I'd better tell you I'm your new neighbor. They gave me the room down the hall.
Come in.
Well, I have to unpack.
I'll come and help you.
No, that's all right.
You're still angry.
I guess I am.
Well, we won't solve anything by standing here in the doorway. I suppose I sounded rather callous this morning about Rita and Norman. But your brother plunges into everything with such enthusiasm that he never stops to ask himself if it's more than he can handle. It won't work, Rod. It can't. This marriage is just a big game to Norman. You'll be the wife and I'll be the husband. And we'll live on gumdrops and kisses.
They'll learn better.
And what'll happen the first time they argue, the first time Norman throws Rita's past into her face?
I know it's going to be tough. If Rita had done nothing more than join the high school teen club, they'd have problems like children and money and Norman going back to college, everything, Dad.
They'll never make it, Rod.
Maybe not, but you stay out of it. Let Norman work out these problems for himself.
I didn't mean to start an argument.
I gotta go unpack.
Rod, this is no time for us to quarrel.
I'm not quarreling.
And you can't afford the luxury of ignoring me either. There's too much at stake. Stephen seems to think that Father will be putting Stella Chernak on the stand very soon.
Well, we always knew that that was going to be a big part of his case.
Her father lost his job at the mill. Schuster had to fire him.
Had to?
He had no choice. I understand that Chernak went wild and smashed up some of the machinery.
Does Grandfather Peg know about this?
Yes.
And he backed Schuster up?
He had no alternative, Ron.
Yes, sure.
Now, look, I'd have done the same thing in his position. If a man's to be respected, he's got to show courage and decisiveness. Now, look, Rod, I think this is going to be much better for your case that your grandfather did this.
Nothing's simple anymore, is it? A man can't even sneeze in this town without everybody wondering how it's going to affect my case. It was a kid's thing, Dad. A kid's thing. Two boys quarreling over a girl, and Big Brother had to go in there and straighten everything out. I got up on my charger, and I rode in, and I slipped on a banana peel.
You won't go to prison.
I could.
You're not a murderer, Rod. You won't go to prison.
Who did Elliot Carson murder? Maybe I'll be lucky like he was. Maybe I can get out in 18 years and still have part of my life ahead of me. Let's see, it won't make me quite 40.
Stop it, Rod. You won't be convicted. Too many people in this town know you for what you are.
They knew Elliot Carson, too. Hi. No, Stephen?
He had to return a long-distance call.
That's probably Lawrence. Well, he's the private detective that's checking on Stella's background.
No, I'm afraid it's about another case.
You mean the world doesn't revolve around Rodney Harrington?
What's the matter, Rod?
Hmm?
You're knocking yourself. That always means something's bothering you.
Oh, nothing unusual, just another knockdown drag-out with my dad. You know, when you want to feel like a hero, somehow you always feel like a bum.
Parents always get the last word, don't they? You don't even have to say, you just know what it would have been.
Would it surprise you to learn that Dad doesn't approve of Norman and Rita? Oh, what's so funny?
Would it surprise you to know that I just had words with your grandfather on the very same subject?
Looks like we're both still in favor of marriage.
You're only against it if your own was all bad.
Well, enjoy your dinner.
Would you like to eat with us?
No, I'm going to get some air. See you.
Okay.
something else in here besides the wine.
Ah, yes. Lemon, cloves, cinnamon.
Something else. Magic dust. Or oil of moonbeam. I don't know what. Whatever it is, it's potent stuff.
Is that good or bad?
It is good. I don't ever remember feeling quite like this. Wild, happy, not crazy, happy, just... contented, happy. Sit by the fire, happy.
You what?
I was just gonna say, I just stopped running. I don't know from what. Words just came into my head.
At one time or another, we all run from something.
Yes. Where to? Out of the frying pan into the fire.
Are you talking about yourself?
I don't know, Mike. I mean, I do it just like the book says. I work and I study. It doesn't seem to make any difference. You tell yourself now, this is a trap. Wait a minute. And then you walk right into it anyway.
You have a choice.
If you really believed that, I wouldn't be here. When I said, may I come in, you would have said, no, Stella, sorry, I don't want to be involved.
We're not talking about the same thing.
Yes, we are. The trap is loneliness. You can't. No one can go it alone. So you reach out. You see the danger, don't you? But you reach out anyway. And like Tar Baby and Brer Rabbit, the minute you touch, you get mired down in them and their misery and their pretension.
Well, you don't have to get mired down in it. You can help someone else out.
How do you help a man like my father? By taking away his lies, he wouldn't permit it. He wouldn't survive it.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
I am sure. I've known it ever since I was a child. And Mama knew it, and Joey, but we never admitted it to each other. It was a special Chernak language. Papa wasn't drunk, he was sick. We never said, this is a self-defeating old bum. No. He was a victim of Leslie Harrington. Even the money that I took to go to college, we called it Papa's savings. It wasn't. Every cent of it was Mama's. Saved nickel by nickel, scrubbing other people's floors, ironing their clothes, cooking their dinners. It was Mama's savings. She lied about it. We lied right along with her. To save his pride. To win a smile from Papa. Instead of smack in the face.
You tried to buy his love?
No, no. Mike, that's right out of the book. We weren't trying to buy it. We were trying to build a father. A husband who we could bear to live with. A strong man held together with lies. So that he could be someone that we could call the head of our family. Papa. Papa made us in his own image. Joey and me. We lie ourselves right into our graves. And even there, we're still whining. It isn't our fault.
Was it his fault? Joey.
Papa's, mine. What do you want me to tell you?
The truth? Hello?
Dr. Rossi?
this is Dr. Rossi.
Emergency, doctor. Gus Cherenek's at the Peyton house.
What?
Can you call his daughter?
Well, is he? All right, I'll get in touch with her. We'll be over as quickly as possible. That was the police. Your father got out of the hospital.
Where is he?
He's at Mr. Peyton's house.
Mike, afraid.
Come on.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
You keep those promises. You hold tight to those lies.
I never should have trusted you.
And then they, the Peyton Harrington Combine, killed his son.
Now, wait a minute,
And
Stephen.
then they, the Peyton Harrington Combine, fired him for saying so.
Make him pay.
Oxygen. Give him the oxygen!